smoothie together. What ingredients did the smoothie
Banana.
Bananas. What else? What did they have? Frozen mangoes.
Orange.
Carrots, lemon, and there was a new ingredient to a lot of it. Yeah, ginger. You got it. You got it. We tried some ginger. So today we have a brand new recipe to try together. Today we're going to make spring rolls. Has anyone heard of a spring roll before? Nope. Mr. DT has. I think he's seen them before. I've only had them a couple times, but I want to try making them together.
Spring rolls?
It's called a spring roll. And what it is it's a rice paper wrapper. Has anyone eaten a burrito before?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's something that's familiar to us, right? So what wraps a burrito around? Does anyone know what that's called?
Tortilla.
A tortilla, right? Exactly. So spring rolls are very similar, but they use a wrap that's made out of rice.
Rice.
What is the tortilla made out of?
Rice.
Flour. Does anyone know what kind of flour?
White.
Ooh, it could be white flour. What other color could it be?
Green flour.
Maybe green, sometimes they add some spinach to it. It could be, I'm thinking yellow. Has anyone seen a yellow tortilla?
Yeah.
What do they make yellow tortillas out of? Masa, you got it. Yeah, which is ground up corn. So today we're going to try something very similar, but it's going to be ground up rice instead of ground up corn. Is everyone excited to try something new? Okay. What do we have to do to get ready to start cooking?
Clean your hands.
Clean our hands. How do we clean our hands? What is step number 1? Remember, this one's tricky.
Soap.
What is it?
Water.
Raise your hand high in the air if you know what step number 1 is when we wash our hands.
Rinsing.
It is. It's rinsing. Everyone take your hands out. Put them under the running water. Make sure they're nice and wet. Okay. Now, what is step number 2?
Soap.
Soap. Right? We want to take a nice big pump of soap. And then what do we do?
Count to one.
We count to 1 Mississippi, or is it higher than that? 15 Mississippis, right? Let's do it all together. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11 Mississippi, 12 Mississippi, 13 Mississippi, 14 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi. Okay, good. What about our wrists? We need to get our wrists too? Yeah, all of those things, right? What if we have long sleeves? You could pull them up. And if you have a hair tie, what could you do? You could tie your hair up and get it out of your face, if you have one. Okay, so we scrubbed for 15 Mississippis. Are we done?
No.
Our hands are all sudsy. What do we do next?
Dry them.
We rinse them one more time. We want to rinse off all of that soap. And then what do we do? Dry them. Do we dry them with our pants?
No.
Do we dry them in our hair?
No.
Do we dry them in the air? You can do that if there's no paper towels. If there are paper towels, should we use one? Yes, please. Absolutely. If there are no paper towels, you can just helicopter hands like this.
Blowing machine.
Yeah, you got it. Okay, now our hands are clean. This is very important stuff. What do we need to do with our hands? We need to keep them clean.
Hello. We are going to have our knife safety demonstration. Now, what are these knives made out of? Plastic. But we here in cooking class are going to treat these plastic knives like they're sharp metal knives. Who has an idea why would we treat these plastic knives like they're sharp metal knives?
We'll check metal knife and we will know how to be careful with it.
Exactly, you want to know how to be careful with the sharp metal knife. And if you build skills treating knives like toys, when you one day use big sharp metal knives, you won't have those skills. So we're going to treat these like sharp metal knives. Sound good? Okay. Another thing about these knives, they work really well when you saw. And who's heard of claw and saw before? Yeah, we use the claw and saw here in class. Everyone, show me that claw. Protect your fingers while you're holding onto the food. And then saw like this. Have you all seen chefs go like this really fast? Yeah, we're not quite there yet. These knives don't work well that way, so we want to saw slowly. Everyone say slow saw. Slow saw. Question?
Also, you can't do that because the carrot's too hard.
The carrot is super hard, so it doesn't even work. That's another reason. Okay, so we claw and we saw. We definitely want to be paying attention to what we're cutting. So if someone asks you a question,
What are you doing?
cutting a carrot. Yeah, we should always be looking. So if we want to look up, we set our knife down.
Because you don't know if you're going to cut yourself by
Yeah.
Maybe you just keep going.
Should our knives ever need to be up here?
No.
No, they never need to be up here. We're either cutting like this, sometimes we're walking over to the dish bin. This is a great way to carry your knife and cutting board. If you're walking with just a knife, like this. Are you all ready for a knife safety quiz? Okay, this is how our quiz is going to go. Hold up a thumb high up in the air when I say question 1. And then if I start doing something unsafe, point it down. Does that make sense? Let's do a practice. Okay, question 1. Okay, oh, I'm being unsafe. What should you do? Weird practice. Okay, question 1. What should I be doing? The claw. We want to protect our fingertips and our thumbs while we're cutting. Question 2. What should I be doing? Sawing. When we're sawing with these knives, watch the angle I'm at. I have my finger up here, and that helps me with pressure. And I angle it up like this. Can you all see that? That way these teeth really rip through the carrot fibers. Boom, 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 boom. It's coming. Slowly but surely. See how long that took?
It looks like a finger. The carrot looks like a finger.
Question 3. What should I be doing?
The sauce
Slowly. You want to be calm when you're using these knives. Question 4.
Question 3.
So, yeah, what if this carrot is just really hard to chop? What should I be doing? Yeah, that was a tricky one. I started looking up. I need to pay attention to what we're cutting. These carrots are really tricky to cut. But I think you all can do it. Thumbs up if you're ready to cut. One thing about how we're cutting, today we're making spring rolls, and we want to have lots of long strips. It's going to be so hard with the carrots that it's not super important. We can have pieces like this. But if you get to cut long strips, like this, those can all, we could put all sorts of different things in our spring rolls, roll them up in that rice paper, dip them in a nutty sauce. Oh, they're going to be so good. Round of applause for the knife demonstration.
We want to take our cutting board and our knife over to the cleaning bin station, right? Alright, when I'm scrubbing, do I have to scrub both sides?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes. What about the handle? If it's a knife, do I have to scrub the handle too?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. What about my cutting board? Do I have to scrub both sides of the cutting board if only one was used?
Yeah.
Yes, right? Because the other one was on our table. Okay, once we scrub, what do we do in bin number 2? We rinse, right? This is just plain water. We just rinse this off. Alright, what about bin number 3? There's some special instructions about bin number 3, right? What do we do in bin number 3?
15 Mississippi.
15 Mississippis. Let's count together. Ready? 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 15 Mississippi. It's a long time, right? But that sanitized bin makes sure that all of our dishes are super clean and won't get anyone sick. Am I done now? Do I leave it in there?
No.
What do I do next?
You take it out and dry it.
We dry them, right? We want to make sure that all of our tools that we use for cooking are super, super dry when we put them away. And that way we won't have any mold. So we want to make sure they're really dry. How could we check to make sure that they're really dry?
Reflection.
Yeah, you can hold it up and see if there's any wet spots that you can see
And you
using
can
the
feel
light, right? Or you could feel it. You have some options, exactly. All right, now that my knife is dry, what do I do?
Put it back.
Put it back at the cooking card, exactly. So, my knife is down by my side, the blade is pointing behind me. And I'm going to put it away in the cooking cart. There'll be a student standing here that'll help direct you where things go in the cooking cart. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Step number 1 is wash and scrub. Step number 2, rinse. Step number 3, sanitize. Everyone say sanitize. How long?
15 Mississippi.
You know it, exactly. And then what do we do? Dry it off. And then bring it back to the
Cooking card.
cooking cart. And then we'll get to put our recipe together and do some taste testing.
Yay.
Sound good?
Yep.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah. I need to get sticky.
It's sticky to me. 2, 3. Crunch.
I can hear other people's
Oh my goodness. Oh, that sunflower seed butter is so pretty.
I know.
So good.